Yeah, good morning, CSF. Good morning, CSF. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. It's been a while. I've come live. So today we are just here to analyze and address some simple issue. It's just about some 30-50 minute video. I won't keep long. Uh, we need to correct certain things that our religious folks are doing. That is why I'm here this morning. Sorry for my background. I'm at my shop and the place is scattered. So if you don't like the background, I'm very sorry. But I really need to do this video. That is why I have to come live. Okay. Yesterday, a Muslim brother was on live video. The name is Takalmi Shaibu Ibrahim. Takalmi Shaibu Ibrahim was doing a live video yesterday in address to Abraham Ben Moshe and we, the Common Sense family. And in fact, the guy showed some ignorance in his video that I don't know. That is why I said a black man justifying an Arabian war and comparing it to the struggle of his own people. I mean, we understand the part where religion has brainwashed us, okay? But is it to this extent that you go and justify a foreign country's war with the struggle of your own people, the blood and toil of your people? You justify it with another man in his country fighting with his own people. I mean, come on. It gets to a time, some of these things, we have to come out and address them. Let me take my this thing off. You see, why I avoid the video time and time again. And I think our brother needs attention. And the kind of attention that he needs, I am here and I'll give him the attention. And I also want to show him how ignorant religion has brainwashed him. There are some people, I say we have people that are brainwashed and we have people that are brain dead. This Muslim brother, after this video, I don't know when I'll start. I'll play his video. We all listen to his ignorance. Then I'll correct him on certain things that he said. If someone knows him, that you can tag him to listen to the video and listen to wisdom. So let me just go ahead. Let's play his video and see the kind of trash that he was talking about with his own people, trying to insult Abraham Ben Moshe or defame the character of Abraham Ben Moshe. You see, if you are not knowledgeable about history, and what really even disturbed me was the guy claimed he went to school to do history. Please, with all due respect, the history that you went to do in those schools, those universities, they were books that are controlled by the same people who came to cause the problem for you in Africa. You think you went to school? You went to the university to study history. Please, if you want to study history, get close to where the thing happened and ask real questions. Don't go and sit in a classroom and read a book written by the same person who caused the problem trying to tell you what happened. If you're a historian and you think the history that you read in your O level, A level, or at the level 100, level 300 university is history, then I'm telling you, you are a joke. You don't know history. How can you read your own history written for you by your colonial masters? How can you read your own history? You want to learn your own history that was written by the person who came to rape and kill your ancestors. Are you serious? So please, I want to take time. I want to play the video of this Muslim brother, and I want to teach him. If he wants to learn, he should come close to us. Whilst I'm playing the video, I'll be pausing it a bit and analyzing some of his points. So I'll just go ahead. Let me go ahead and play his video, and let's see the trash that he was talking about.
So if you cannot produce a like of this ayah, then fear God.
Sorry, a minute.
This is our constitution, this is our faith, this is our belief, and this is our book that we the Muslims.
Sorry, a minute. Let me do the share again. I didn't allow my audio, so share audio. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Use. I am asking.
Please share.
Common sense.
Please share this video. I want you to share this video that it gets to all platforms, all Muslim platforms. It's time we educate these kind of brainwashed, brain dead people to learn their history properly and not follow things that they hear anywhere. Now, so let's listen to the brother. This brother is trying to address the common sense family, the movement that we have created in Ghana to enlighten the Ghanaian youth and the Ghanaian country and to help Africa liberate itself from this oppressor's rule. He has a message for us. This message is for Abraham Ben Moshe and the CSF. And I'm also doing this video courtesy the CEO himself, Abraham Ben Moshe, because I want to handle this guy fair and square. And please, on my page, no insult. No one should come to my page with insult. If you come here and insult, I will block you. It's my page. And besides, I'm not forcing anyone to be here. That is the truth. So if you come and you insult, I will block you. I'm saying this. So let's listen to our Muslim brother. He was trashing about some Quran 2:23. That is not my concern. So
family. Do you have a book? Do you have a book, a holy book that you depend on to teach? If you do, please, we are requesting it. We want to see it. If you don't, all you can is to use your methodology, your reasoning ability to take Quran and read it and understand it on your own and interpret it or provide or give your own meaning, then I am sorry to say you are wrong. And you will be
wrong. Now let me address this thing. People are getting this whole CSF thing confused, okay? This whole CSF movement thing, people get it confused. Who are we? What is CSF? Common sense family. One, we are not religious. We don't have any doctrine. You can be a Hare Krishna and be a common sense family member. You can be a Christian and be a common sense family member. You can be a Muslim and be a common sense family member. You can be a traditionalist and be part of common sense family. We have no doctrine. That is why we cannot give you a book. We say we don't believe the creator who created this universe has written any book, being it the Quran or the Bible. That is our standpoint. Because no one on earth was given birth to, and when they came, they had a Bible or Quran in their palms. When your parent gave birth to you, all you brought to this world is your nakedness and your brain. So we, the common sense family people, are telling you, if you need something as a guidance to live, use your brain. We use our brain. So if you want us to produce a holy book to you, the holy book we use is the brain. We use our brain that we have been given to analyze things and see how good or bad they are for us. That is why we say common sense family. Use your brain and don't put yourself in a religious box. So we don't have a book, we don't have anything holy book. And there is nothing holy about the Quran or Bible. And I'll be proving a lot of that to you today on this video. So please, common sense family, we have no doctrine. We are not a religious group. We say, use your brain. Use your brain to analyze situations. For instance, you are sitting in a room with your brother. He goes to the back of the house and come back and tell you he met an angel there, and the angel said he should give you this message. And the message is not affecting him himself. That is why we say use your brain to analyze things. We use the brain. We don't have any book nor doctrine. Let's continue.
Wrong. Just like how you are wrong right now, that I am coming to show you. Your own utterances is what I am coming to use. A very serious utterances that you made on Kofi TV few days ago. I am coming to use it to hang you on your own cross, inshallah. For now, this is a challenge that we have thrown. If you know you cannot produce a book, you cannot produce a chapter, a verse, and call upon all your witnesses around the world and say, this verse or this chapter that I have produced is a holy chapter from God, or is divine. If you know you cannot do that, then do not doubt or do not disclaim Quran. And Quran further tells you there's no way you can produce a light of Quran. You cannot do that. Quran has challenged that. So we are also Kul hatu Qur'anakum in kuntum sadiqin. Produce your book. Produce your evidence. If you know you are truthful. Where is your holy book? Avraham bin Moshe. Where is your holy book that your common sense has produced and it is divine? Where it is? We are asking you. Do you have a holy book? Christians have their holy book called Bible. Jewish or the Jews, they have their book called the Old Testament. Where is your holy book? The common sense family. We want to see it. No doubt you don't have it. You are using your own reasoning, your own mentality, the way you understand it or the way you see it fit to analyze somebody else's holy book. You will be wrong. Just as I am coming to disprove you. My dear brothers and sisters, I am going to use just one statement that Avraham bin Moshe made on Kofi TV to let him know the blasphemous utterances he has been uttering upon Islamic religion cannot hold water. In fact, it is just a basket and water in it. How do you expect? The water definitely gonna ooze out, right? Yes. According to Avraham bin Moshe, Islamic religion has got nothing to offer to mankind once the development of human being is concerned, more especially when it comes to Africa. Religion has set man backwards, according to him. Inshallah. Religion such as Islam has got nothing to offer and it is violent. Before I play that which I am coming to hang him on his own cross and faith called common sense, let me tell him something. You see, when you open the book of Matthew, I'm talking about the New Testament, and Nabi Isa, Jesus alayhi salam, during his last days, commanded his disciples that at any time he sends them without even footwear. Has he ever requested them of something? They said no.
They said no.
You see the problem? When you want to come and lie, okay, and you don't gather your facts very well, you come and you speak things that are not true. There is no account in Matthew saying what this man is saying. I know the exact Bible verse that he wants to quote. So this man is right now coming to compare Prophet Muhammad to Jesus. Let's see. I'm not for Jesus and I'm not for Muhammad. I want to use my brain to analyze two situations. If you are thinking like me, if your brain is also work like me, let's analyze the situation and see. This man just said in the book of Matthew, Jesus told his people to use sword. It's not in the book of Matthew. That one, he should learn the Bible very well before coming to use the Bible to buttress his point. That is Luke 22. What he's saying is in Luke. This is Luke 22 verse 35 going, 35, 36, 38. That is what that incident happened. It's nowhere in Matthew. So he should correct himself with that. We have the Bible in our brains. So when you want to use the Bible to address something, you have to make sure you are using it right. So let's continue watching him.
Anytime I send you my disciples to go and share the word of God to mankind, have you ever shortened of something? They said no. Do you like something? They said no. Jesus Christ said, now the game has changed. It is no longer as before. Today that I am sending you, ensure you have with you what? Sword. I know you know sword. That long knife. And whoever doesn't have sword should make sure he sells clothing to buy sword. Sword that they use to catch human being. Jesus commanded his disciples to buy it. Why? It's nothing but for defense purposes. Because Jesus has sinned. His enemies are coming to attack him this time around with weapons of mass destruction. There is the need to defend themselves. So both his disciples and himself should have weapons to defend themselves. So he commanded his disciples right now to make sure they have swords, they have long knives to defend themselves. This is not violence. This is defense. And the sword, when the enemies...
Excuse me. Can anyone quote me any verse in the Bible where Jesus and his disciples took sword and went to war? Please. I said I'm not here for Christians nor for Muslims. I'm here to use my brain to analyze a situation. Can anyone boldly give me any verse in the Bible where Jesus and his disciples took sword and went to war? That is a question. I'm waiting for that verse.
Approach Jesus. One of the disciples used the sword to cut one of the ears of the enemies. This is defense. So the enemies approached him. And the only way to defend themselves as disciples of God is what? Smite the enemies. Because this time around is different. The enemies were approaching with weapons of mass destruction.
Funny.
Yes. So when Prophet Muhammad upon all the attempts by the kuffars of Mecca to...
Now, let me pause here. Okay. So, the end of Jesus was near. the end of the crucifixion was coming closer. So the Roman soldiers came to capture Jesus. Okay? A disciple of Jesus drew a sword to cut the ear of a servant of the Roman soldiers. Okay? Please. Did all the disciples draw swords to fight the soldiers, or it was the action of one single individual among the disciples? And please, where did Jesus command this disciple to use the sword against the Romans who were coming? Now, this is where I want to do comparison. For what he said, he brought it up. So I want to compare what Jesus did in the Bible to what is said in the Quran. Let's see for ourselves. So where can we find this story? We can find this story. It's in a whole lot of, almost all the 4 biblical accounts have similar story. So let me read mine from the book of Luke. Luke chapter 22 verse 51, or let's take it from verse 50. And one of them struck the high priest's slave and cut off his ear. But Jesus said, enough of this. He touches the man's ear and healed him. Listen. Then Jesus said to the chief priests and the officers of the temple guard and the elders who had come there to get him, do you have to come with swords and clubs? As though I was an outsider. Listen to what Jesus said. After one of the disciples took his sword and cut off the ear of a servant, this is what Jesus did. Jesus never said, hey, come on, go ahead, slaughter them, kill them. Jesus did not say any of this. Jesus even told them, hey, stop it. Enough is enough. You don't have to defend me. He even told the Roman soldiers, you didn't have to come with swords to come and arrest me. Jesus stopped it. Is this what you are comparing to Muhammad? Now, let's go to Quran chapter 9 verse 5 and read something. Quran chapter 9. The Surah 5. Let's read. When the sacred months have passed, kill the polytheists wherever you find them, and capture them, and besiege them, and lie in wait for them at every ambush. But if they repent and perform the prayers and pay the alms, then let them go their way. Allah is most forgiving and most merciful. Now, I said we are coming to use our brain to analyze 2 situations here. A lot of Muslim brothers have tried to tell me that the Quran chapter 9 verse 5 was used in times of war when people came to attack the Prophet and Islam. Now, when the people came to attack, this was a command given to them. Let's compare it to the attack in the Bible and see which of these 2 religions is violent. Jesus said, after the ear was cut, Jesus said, look, enough is enough. Put the sword away. He even told the disciples that those who draw swords die in the hands of sword. He said it. He stopped it. There was no more violence. Even from there, if you continue the verse, you see that so the disciples flee. They ran away. They didn't fight. There was no fighting. It was only cutting of an ear. Now, let's compare this to Quran chapter 9 verse 5, where it is commanding you that when the sacred months have passed, listen up, kill. This is my problem. Kill. Kill. It's my problem. This is my problem. Is this what this man is trying to defend? Is this what this man is trying to defend? Just compare Luke chapter 20 verse 22-51 to Quran 9:5 and see which of these 2 religions is violent. Jesus said, enough is enough. Put back the sword where you took it. And now one person said, after the sacred month has passed, kill all the polytheists, the unbelievers, wherever you find them, kill them. Does this verse sound like they are coming to attack or you are going to look for them? With all due respect, please don't feel like I am attacking any religion. I'm telling you, both religions are bomb to me. But I'm trying to use logic to disprove this man who is saying he's part of a peaceful religion. There are two stories. Jesus came. A disciple of Jesus drew his sword and cut off an ear. Accepted. What did Jesus do? Jesus said, put the sword back, for enough is enough. He even went ahead and told the Roman soldiers that you shouldn't have come to capture me with swords, because it was of no use. From there, Jesus' disciples did not fight, but they even fled away. It was an attack on them. Now, Quran chapter 9 verse 5 is also saying something. According to Muslim hadith, this verse came when there was attack on the prophet and Muslims. And he said, when the sacred months have passed, kill all the polytheists, the unbelievers, wherever you find them, and capture them, and besiege them, and lie in wait for them. Listen, lie in wait for them every ambush. Please, which of these two messages sounds logic and more peaceful? If you have to be fair with each other, let's just accept for once that is true. People came to attack Muhammad. The same people came to attack Jesus. When the disciple drew the sword, Jesus said, put it away. I don't like it. Now, this is the Quran inciting you to kill the people. Ambush them. Lie in wait for them, wherever you find them. You are telling me you are comparing these two stories. Are you ignorant? Are you ignorant? Why would you compare these two stories? Let's continue. Let's continue with what he's saying. What I even want to address is not about both religions, because I don't care about any of them. But he brought in our culture, our people, and insulted, trying to compare. That was what got me annoyed. So let's continue.
Kill him. He never took sword to revenge. He found solace. He found peace through hijrah. And plight and travel. And left Mecca and settled in Medina. He could have faced them and fought, but he didn't do that. Upon all the killings and destroying of properties and lives that the Meccans were descending upon the Muslims, Prophet Muhammad never took sword and revenge. Rather, he seeks solace. He found peace through what? Living Mecca and settled in Medina. And when he settled in Medina, the Meccans were not okay. They followed him with weapons of mass destruction to kill him and destroy him entirely. What do you expect him to do? Just like his predecessor, Jesus Christ, alayhi salam. He has to defend himself.
Please, this is my
War
problem.
took place.
This is my problem with this man. I just compared these two verses. Which of the verses did Jesus defend himself? Where in the Bible is it written that when the Roman soldiers came to capture Jesus, he defended himself? It was someone trying to prove a point. And even he, the leader, stopped him and said, hey, my friend, come on, put the sword back where you took it. He even went ahead and healed the ear. According to the Bible, Jesus went ahead and he healed the ear that the disciple caught. Is that a violent person? Is that someone who is defending himself? Is that what this man is comparing? Are you serious? Is this man seriously comparing what Muhammad did or what is said in Quran chapter 9 verse 5 to what Jesus did in Luke 22:51? Is he seriously comparing both? And is he seriously comparing Jesus to Muhammad in that accord of violence? Please come back.
Badr, a place called Badr, between him and the Kuffars. And he ran triumphed. And he won. When peace took place after that, the Meccans still were not enough of peace. They revenged again, called the second war in Islamic history, called Uhud. Prophet Muhammad had to defend himself. And that took place. After that, another war called the Trench War. The Meccans also won. Engulfed Medina, surrounded Medina to destroy the Muslims. And Prophet Muhammad did what? They dug deep hole called trench around Medina. They didn't even retaliate war. The Meccans stood. They cannot jump over the trench, and they have to back up. You see, these were all defensive war. Recently, look at what is happening between world superpowers and some of the countries of Islam. Some of the world superpowers are not waiting until the war reaches them. Rather, too much bombs, too much killing, too much taking of Muslims' souls on their lands. We are citing an example of Yemen. We are seeing how bombs bombard and destroy human lives and properties in Yemen, an Islamic soil, right? War of defense, right? Yes. So right now, if the Yemens should defend themselves, what will you say? Or if the other party that is attacking the Yemens on their soil are also defending themselves, what do you say? So let us attack the enemies before the enemies attack us. How do you call this kind of war? Defense or what? Currently, that's what is happening. If I am taking you far, the traditionalists, the traditional religion that you are saying, Avraham Moshe, that it is more important than any religion. Let me give you an example right there in Kumasi. There was a woman called Ya Asantua, right? What happened to her? When she faced the bulls, the colonial masses, and twisted their horns, what will you call it? War, shedding of blood, or defense? Ya Asantua, the traditionalists, what happened? She faced the enemies. She shed blood through war to reclaim her land and her legacy. What will you call that? When the so-called what it is, I forgot the name. The so-called rulers, let me use the word rulers. When the so-called rulers,
brothers and sisters, this is the point why I'm doing this video. Now, Let me educate this man about his ignorance. I want to teach this man history, proper history, so that he will not wear that red cap, put on an Arabian scarf, and come and be on social media and insult his own ancestry. This man, I watched the video and I realized the man was so ignorant to the extent that he could not read between the lines. How are you comparing the warrior as Antoine fought with what Muhammad did? Now, this man spoke about 3 wars that was fought by Muslims. Okay? This man spoke about 3 wars that was fought by Muslims. Let's see what the war was about. He spoke about the battle, the war of Badr. Who fought the war? It was the Muslims in Mecca and the Quraysh. The Quraysh are the same society that their Prophet Muhammad was born into. Prophet Muhammad was a Quraysh. But when he brought the religion, they did not understand it. They did not agree with his methodology. That battle is called the Muslim Quraysh War. It was fought in 624 CE. Most of us have learned a lot. The Quraysh War was fought in the year 624 CE. It's called the Muslim Quraysh War. It was an Arabian war. This war was not even any foreigner coming to take the land of Arabia, Mecca or Medina. What was the war about? The war was about people not accepting the religion that Muhammad brought. Let me educate this man. That is the Badr War. It was fought in 624 CE, somewhere around the Ramadan season. If you're a Muslim and you want to learn history, I'm giving you free education. The Badr War was fought around 624 CE in the period of Ramadan. That was where the revelation of Quran chapter 9 verse 5, which I read earlier, that was what that revelation was addressing. Because the month of Ramadan was a sacred month for the Muslims. So if you read Quran chapter 9 verse 5, it said, after the sacred month has passed. My brother, you don't know history. Come and let me educate you. Don't let religion brainwash you to that deep extent. And this war was not fought between Arabia and any country. It was an Arabian war. And they were not fighting over land. They were not fighting over property. They were fighting over religion. Because Muhammad was trying to introduce Islam and the Quraysh people did not want to accept it. So they were unbelievers. Those wars were fought between Muslims and unbelievers. Listen, it was fought between Arabian Muslims and Arabian unbelievers. The second war that he talked about is the Battle of Uhud. This was shortly after Ramadan, somewhere around December. This battle was fought somewhere around December in the same year, 624 CE. It was also a religious war. No one was fighting over land. What was the war about? La ilaha illallah. Allah is the one and only. Whoever does not accept this is a polytheist. That was the war. And it was Arabian war. It was the citizens of Arabia battling themselves, killing themselves in religion. That is why you call it a holy war. That is why you call this war a holy war. So let me educate this man. Now, you are trying to compare this to the battle of Yasantua and the colonizers of Africa and the Ashanti Kingdom. Oh, my brother. Look, is your brain working? How are you comparing a religious war to someone fighting to claim his own land? You are a Ghanaian and you are a disgrace to the African continent. This man is a pure, typical disgrace to the African continent. How are you comparing an Arabian war, a war that two Arabians decided to fight in the name of fighting for religion? You are comparing it to a battle between a great goddess like Yasantua and the colonial masters. Please, please, this is the biggest mistake you could ever do. How do you compare this? Yasantua was fighting for his people and their land. She was fighting for her people. And Yasantua was not fighting with the Ewes, with the Gans, with the Mamprusis. She was not even fighting with Nigerians. She was not fighting with Guinea. She was not fighting with Benin. Yasantua fought with the British colonial masters who have come to take over their kingdom. My brother, use your brain. You comfortably sat in a chair and you are trying to compare this. I mean, how? Muhammad took sword and said his God that he served have directed him to go to war. That whoever that will not accept that La ilaha illallah, that Allah is the one and only, is at war with Islam. Muhammad was not fighting for land. He was fighting because he said God has sent him. And everyone should accept his message. Please, with all due respect, what has this got to do with what Yasantua did? Yasantua stood up and fought for his kingdom because her land was being taken from her. Is this the comparison you are doing? You see this kind of people? You are a disgrace. And looking at you, you might even be a northerner. You could not get any history in your northern territory to compare to Muhammad slaying people in the name of religion than Yasantua, meaning you don't know your own history. He continued where he said he went to do history in Legon, what university? What the fuck? University history. University history. Please, with all due respect, any critical thinker watching this video, please, this is what I'm saying. This man is saying Yasantua, the lady who took sword guns to fight for her kingdom because there were foreign British colonizers on her land trying to take her kingdom from her, and she fought them. This man is saying it is equal to Muhammad fighting his own Arabian people because of Islam, because of religion. Please, how does this make sense? Let's continue to listen to more of his ignorance. I will address it. Let's continue.
Landed on the soil of the Ashantis. What happened? Deya Asantua and her followers fought them. They shed blood. Blood was shed and loss of properties just to reclaim as a stool the power of the Ashantis, the traditionalists. That one is okay, right? But Prophet Muhammad, to defend himself from foreign invaders, that one is violence. Be fair, fear God.
Please, you see his ignorance. Please, the Quraysh people that battled with the Muslims, were they foreign invaders on the land of Arab? Please, that is why I'm telling you, see, when you try to defend the indefensible, you end up making huge bunch of mistakes. The Quraysh people, Muhammad himself was part of them. That was his community. That was his society. When he brought Islam, they did not accept it. They did not understand it. Because during then, Arabian was full of gods. During then, there were 360 gods in the Kaaba that the Arabians were worshipping. And they will not accept why Muhammad to come all of a sudden and say, La ilaha illallah. There is only one God who said we should serve him. So please, this man is telling me the Quraysh people, they were foreign invaders. What do you mean by foreign invaders? I know Yasantua fought with foreign invaders who were trying to claim their land from them. Please, Yasantua did not go to fight in the name of any god, saying, you came to my town and you said my God is not true. Times and number, Muslim preachers and pastors have stood in the streets of the Ashanti region, insulting their gods, their tradition, and everything. When have you ever heard a priest in the Ashanti region taking sword to cut the throat of a pastor or an imam because they are preaching against Antoine? I'm asking you. When have you ever heard a priest in the Ashanti region or any war in the Ashanti region fought because people did not believe in Okomfuanoche? You see your ignorance? You claim you are speaking English, blah, 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 because you've traveled and you can speak English. So you say anything that your stomach vomits to your mouth. Come and tell me when there was a battle fought, even in Ghana here, any tribe, where Voltarians said, hey, you are talking against Nogoko, so we are going to war to kill you. Come and tell me. Let me teach you proper history. People like this are disgrace to where they come from. Because this man here, when he sees his own black brother fighting with an Arabian, white Arabian, he will go and defend the Arabian against his black brother. Because he will do anything to fight for what the white man brought to him. He will do anything to fight for what the white Arabian presented to him. That is what he's doing. Someone took Saul, stood up and said, because you are saying God is not one, I am at war with you. And started killing people. And he said God sent him a message that he should kill them. And you are comparing it to someone who stood up to fight for her own land because her people were being oppressed. Her land and her kingdom was being taken away from her. And she stood up to fight. You see, you could have even made this comparison if Yasantua was fighting with the Evers, with the Beninois, with the Ivory Coast, with the Nigerians, with Guinea, or with Zambia, or with Kenya. Yasantua was not fighting with any black person from Africa. She fought white British colonial masters. My brother, are you serious? And you call the Kurdish people foreign invaders in the land of Arab? Which people handled Arabia before the coming of Islam? Which people were handling Arabia before the coming of Islam? You want history? I'll give it to you. Let's continue to listen to his ignorance.
Avram Bimoshi. And whoever happens to buy his belief, as I said, Ya Asantua of Kumasi, she shed blood. She went to war. Against who? The colonial masters. When the colonial masters landed on Kumasi soil, Ashanti soil, what happened? The Ya Asantua family and her traditionalists, what happened? They fought them. They shed blood just to proclaim the stool of Ashantiship.
Oh, there is something wrong with my connection. It will be back soon. Please, with all due respect, what this man is saying, what is the sense in it? You are in your home with your family, living together peacefully, and all of a sudden, these foreigners came. The house that you built with your toil and blood, and they are coming to take away the house from you and your family. And they didn't come with idle hands. They had weapons of destruction in their hand. And you stood up and fought to redeem your house and save your family. And this man is comparing these two. A man who said God has sent an angel to come and tell him he is the one and only God to be worshipped. Listen, he is the one and only God to be worshipped. So if you don't accept this God, you should be killed. This man is comparing Ya Asa. You see, this is my pain. Where are the Ashantis? You see, I am even a Voltarian. There should be an Ashanti guy who would come and take this man on one-on-one and teach him sense. Ya Asantua fought for her people. She fought. Sorry. Having a little issue with my internet connection though. So this is me trying to prove to this man that he's ignorant. He is very, very, very ignorant of the happenings of history. He does not know anything about history. He does not know
that it is more important than any religion. Let me give you an example right there in Kumasi. There was a woman of Badr, and he won. And the enemies were not okay. They came back and attacked him the second time, Battle of Uhud. And they came the third time, Battle of Ditch. All these wars, Prophet Muhammad should fold his hands and watch them. Fear God in your analysis. Just like Jesus, as I said, commanded his disciples to sell their garment and buy sword. And the sword was used to cut one of the ears of the enemies.
You see his ignorance. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, it's true. When you read Luke chapter 22, verse 35 going, Jesus indeed told his disciples to sell. He told that the ones who do not have swords to sell their garments and buy sword. Even when the disciples themselves came to him and said, "Oh, look here, we have 2 swords." He told them, 2 is enough. The 2 sword is enough. I said, this man should give me a single verse in the Bible where Jesus commanded his disciples to use the sword to slaughter anyone. He can't. I don't like Christianity. There are killings in the Christianity, especially in the Old Testament, that I'm even against. But when you want to speak truth, you take 2 characters and you try to explain with reasoning. Jesus never, you cannot compare the works of Jesus, no matter how fake it is, no matter how fake that story is, you cannot compare it to Prophet Muhammad in any way. When John the Baptist was baptizing Jesus in the River Jordan, the Spirit of God came and descended upon him in the form of a dove. The people around there, they saw it with their naked eye. It's a fake story, but I just want to make a point. Please, it was only Muhammad who saw Angel Gabriel. The only proof of Islam you have is between Muhammad and Angel Gabriel. That is the only proof of the Quran. I'm not here to attack your religion. I want to set the record straight. It was Muhammad who came during the battle, the war of Badr, and said in Quran chapter 9 verse 5 that God has revealed that message to him that after the Ramadan was over, you should look for the unbelievers wherever they are and kill them. How are you comparing this to Jesus? How will you compare this to Jesus? That is what I'm telling you. I'm even trying to explain your Quran into more details for you, and I touch it with history. The Badr War, I said it earlier, it was fought in 624 CE between Arabian Muslims and Arabian Quraysh. The Quraysh was a community that Muhammad himself came from. They fought their war. It was an Arabian war. They were not even fighting for land. They were fighting because of religion. And that war was fought in the era of Ramadan in 624 CE. The Badr War. Whoever said I am lying should go and learn history from a proper source. Because the Ramadan was a sacred month in the Islamic calendar. Prophet Muhammad came with a revelation of Quran chapter 9 verse 5. That is why it said, after the sacred month has passed, look for the unbelievers wherever they are, wherever you may find them, and kill them. Lay in wait for them in ambush. Besiege them unless they confess and they accept Islam and want to pray, unless they accept that La ilaha illallah. That was what the war was about. Please, the Islam-Quraysh war was not fought for land. The Quraysh were not foreign invaders who came to Arabia to take away their land. The Quraysh were Arabians themselves who did not believe in the doctrine that Prophet Muhammad was bringing to them. Please, never compare that to what Jesus said. Jesus never opened his mouth to command his people to draw swords, to go and kill unbelievers wherever they find them. Jesus told his disciples, go into the world and preach the word to the people. Whoever accepted, baptize them in water. He never said, go into the world and look for unbelievers. When they don't believe, slaughter them. That one is not in the Bible. So don't compare this character, Jesus, and character Muhammad. They don't tally in any form. Not in any form. Please, my brother, Shaibu Ibrahim, someone know this man, tag him on the video for me. I don't know why you can't look for this man and tag him in this video. He should come and listen to sense. He should come and learn his own history. The Arabian history that he's defending. I am giving it to him free education. Because it is here. Some of us are taking time to learn. The history is talking about. The Uhud, the Battle of Uhud, was fought in the same year. Since 24 CE, after Ramadan, somewhere in December. They were still not fighting over any land. That is my problem. Yasantua was fighting for her people. Foreigners, British, who didn't even have the same color like her. They came to take away her land. And she fought them. It was bloodshed. And so, how do you compare this to an almighty God who is so powerful that he could just whistle a blow a whistle for every man to fall upon his feet, commanding his prophet to go and kill? The Allah is so powerful that he could even make those Quraysh people. You see, last time I was trying to explain this to a Muslim friend. Why did the Quraysh people, they didn't want to accept what Muhammad brought? Because they had challenge. I said it before. Because there were 360 gods in the Kaaba that they were worshipping. And they thought that was okay. That was their way of life. Until Muhammad, being part of these same people, Muhammad has worshipped those gods before. Because he was part of the Quraysh people. Said he has met an angel who gave him a message from Allah to his people. In order to end this battle, it was simple for Allah to have sent Angel Gabriel himself to the Quraysh people, to the Quraysh king, to tell them, to show them this miracle that is true. It is I, Allah, who sent this angel to Muhammad. The Quraysh people battled with Muhammad because whatever Muhammad brought was from his own mouth. He said he saw the angel. The Quraysh people did not see Angel Gabriel. So it was difficult for them to accept what Muhammad was saying. This is logic and reasoning. This is simple logic. They did not accept it. And because of this, Muhammad went and came with a revelation that they are polytheists. The difference between a monotheist and a polytheist is this. Polytheists believe in the existence of many gods, like I said. The polytheists, they believe in the existence of many gods. That is why they were worshipping all the 360 gods in the Kaaba. That is a topic I'll be treating very soon. The monotheists are people who believe in the divinity of just one supreme God. They believe in just one God. So if Muslims were fighting with the polytheists, it was not over a land. It was over a belief. That is why I said, Yas Antoine did not slaughter those British colonial masters because they did not accept Antoine. Yas Antoine did not slaughter them because they did not accept any gods in the Ashanti kingdom. He slaughtered them because they were coming for her land to enslave her own people. If you have reasoning, if you have logic, you will not try to compare these two things. Shaibu, please, you said you are educated. Put away the Quran and use your brain a little to assess these two situations. That you going out there to kill someone because the person said he doesn't believe in Allah, and you killing someone because the person came to attack your family, to take your home. Compare the two. How do you say this is the same thing? Please share the video. I want the Muslims to get this video. I'm giving them education. Once there was one guy like that, is this Latif Karimbani? He came to my post and he was blanting about all this Muslim Quraysh war. Do I know what happened? I said, I don't care. An Arabian man killed an Arabian man. How is that my concern? I'm a black man, for God's sake. How is it my concern that an Arabian man decided to kill an Arabian man? How is this my problem? But a British man came thousands of miles away to enslave my people and kill them. Yes, that is my business. There were nowhere in the ever history that you could ever read that some people came to the ever land and they said they will not accept Nogokpo, so they were killed. It's not in anywhere. It's not in any history. Oh, some people went to the Ashanti kingdom and they said they will not serve Antoine. They said they don't believe in Okomfanochi, so they were slaughtered. Come and provide me with any history saying this. You see your ignorance. You see where religion has landed you. Religion has made you deny your own family. Religion has made you deny your own family. Let me continue a little. I'll leave it. I just want him to learn. Let's see what he says again.
When they attacked Jesus, when they were trying to kill him and destroy him, he told them, my disciples, at any time I send you around the world to preach the gospel, have you ever short of something? They said no. And he said, the game has changed. This time around, make sure you have swords. And if you don't have it, sell your garment and buy swords. And they did. And when the enemies approached them, one of the disciples used the sword and cut or took away one of the ears of the enemies. Yes, and so she fought the traditional chair. The chair that the Abraham bin Moshe and his followers are saying the tradition of Africa must triumph, must avail over all the foreign religion. Yas and Tua's stool is based on shedding of blood, just like Jesus Muhammad. If you're gonna blame them, blame your tradition. Yas and Tua face the foreign colonial masters.
Please, Yas Antoine did not fight for her tradition. Oh, this man, I don't know. Malik Jr., please. I know you are under my video, you are typing a whole lot. I've already said Muhammad was a Quraysh. I said that. Maybe you came late. I said it. He was fighting with his own people, not over a land, over religion. Please. Yasantua was not fighting a religious battle. Yasantua fought for her kingdom. Her people were being captured into slavery. Her land was being taken from her. That was why she battled. Malik Jr., please. You see, I don't like changing my topics when I'm on Facebook. But Malik Jr., I can tell you, if you know the history that is in my head, you not come under my post and just type anything. What your Imam told you, Quran chapter 9 verse 5 was for. I said, go and read the Badr War, the time that it was fought and the time that that revelation came. If you want to justify that Quran chapter 9 verse 5, unless you want to take that context out, when the sacred month has passed, then you can tell me what you are saying is true. The sacred month came in that revelation because the time that war came was in the sacred month. Please, that is why I'm telling you, the Muslim Quraysh war, which you call the Badr War, was fought in 624 CE in the period of Ramadan. Go and learn. And my brother, Shaibu Ibrahim, Yasantua did not fight a traditional war. She fought to save her people from being captured. She fought to save her land. Yasantua never came out and said, Antoine has directed her that if you don't accept Antoine as a colonial master, she was coming to kill you. Malik Jr., this is common sense. That is why till today, look at what they want to do to this guy in Nigeria, Sheriff. Blasphemy. They said he has blasphemed. So they want to kill him. Till today, you are still practicing the same thing. Anyone who is against your religion or talks against your religion is blaspheming and should be killed. Is it not the same Quran chapter 9 verse 5 that you are using? Today you come and tell me that verse was given in a time which is past. But you are killing blasphemers. Let's go to the Islamic countries. How many blasphemers are not killed in a day? You are telling me that verse. Yes, Antoine did not fight anybody because they was blaspheming against Antoine or Confanoche or any other deity that she believed in. She fought and slaughtered because foreign invaders came and they wanted to take over her land. Don't compare that to Muhammad murdering his own people. Muhammad killing his own bloodline because of La ilaha illallah.
And for them, what happened? Blood was shed. And she what? Reclaimed the stool of the Ashantis. That one is peace. That one is okay, right? But Prophet Muhammad, for Prophet Muhammad to defend himself is a crime. Michael H. Hart said, the 100 most influential personalities on the face of this earth is who? Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Michael H. Hart is a Christian, not a Muslim. Upon his entire research around the globe,
he just used an English, okay, fine. Michael, what was a Prophet Muhammad is one of the most influential human beings on planet Earth. Please, can you go into the dictionary and look for the meaning of influence? To influence. and ways that you can influence. You can also influence people by intimidation. You can influence people by intimidating them. If you don't accept that God is one, I will kill you. So when the people accept it because they don't want to die, meaning you have influenced them. So if he's influential, accepted. On what grounds can you compare his influence on the people? He was forcing people to accept Islam. It became a threat that unless you kneel down and pray the Islamic way, you were being slaughtered. Please, use your brain. Yes, he was influential. In what way? People are influential with their money. They have money. So they make a lot of influence in society. What was Prophet Muhammad influenced? What was his influence on society? Forcing people to accept Islam? Is that the influence that you are talking about? Come on, my brother, come again. Chapter, I see you will be adding you.
What did he say? He said Prophet Muhammad, among the 100 most influential personalities on the face of this earth, is Prophet Muhammad. A peaceful man. And he described all his wars as genuine, as defensive war.
Do you know one problem? Why this war cannot be genuine, cannot be holy, cannot be defensive? Prophet Muhammad was fighting in the name of a religion that he brought, Islam. And Prophet Muhammad was fighting for a deity who said he is one and only. He is supreme. The only way this supreme God would introduce himself to people is by ordering his messenger to go to war with them and fight them. Come on, are you thinking? Look, I'm a Votarian. Let me tell you something. A Votarian don't need to come and stand on the street and fight with you. Yes, Abraham Ben Moshe have been saying all the time. All you hear is Meyimava. The Votarian will not come and stand on the street, draw knife to fight with you. No. Because he knows the source of power and he will not use his strength for that. Because the Votarian believes in a power that is above him. He tells you, Meyimava, meaning I'm going to come. Before you know it, you are lying in your room. No one is battling you. You are battling with the ground. That is what we call power. So are you telling me the all-powerful Allah, the only way he could have shown these Quraysh people that he is truly powerful is by ordering his messenger to go and slaughter them? And mind you, in those wars, the casualties were both the Quraysh and Muslims. It is not only the Quraysh people that died. Those who were defending Islam following Prophet Muhammad also died in the battle. But if I follow a supreme being, that will make me go to battle and die. Rather than him, the supreme being, settling the battle fair and square, I rather sit down and worship nothing at all. That is what I told you. A Votarian knows what is in his hometown. He will tell you, I'm going and I'll be back. You will see. And he's not coming to fight you with knives and guns. But the power in what he believes will come and fight for him. Yes, Antoine did not even do this. She stood up as a woman. She stood up as a goddess. She stood up as a soldier and fought for her people. And you are comparing it to a supreme deity commanding its messenger to go and kill people. How ignorant can you be?
Yes. Michael H. Hart, the most 100 influential personalities on earth, Prophet Muhammad was taken as first. Number one, as a peaceful man, Abraham Moshe, you have lied to yourself. You have deceived your followers into believing the war that Islam made has no meaning. It has.
The war has no meaning. It is a useless war. Yes. It is a useless war. Let me give you a typical example. We have the Ashanti Kingdom, right? Let's just take an instant where Menchia, the Menchia town, and Santasi people, the Menchia people decide to go and slaughter the Santasi people because the Santasi people said they do not believe in Antwa. Is it not a useless war? It's a useless war. A war in which you are killing your own people. It's useless. You see, when common sense is not working, you talk anyhow. When your common sense, when your brain sleeps and religion takes over, you talk anyhow. When your brain sleeps and religion takes over, you talk anyhow. So common sense should tell you that Menchia people going to kill Santasi people because they do not believe in Antwa is a useless war because it is their own people that they are killing. You are telling me it's a typical useless war.
It was nothing but defensive war. As I told you, you said the tradition of Africa must prevail over all the foreign religions because the religions were non-peaceful religions. So I am throwing you a challenge. The tradition that you believed in, entire continent of Africa, Ghana in particular, Ashanti Kingdom for an example, the throne of the Ashanti, how was it claimed from the foreign invaders, from the colonial masters?
You see, this is why I'm saying this man is so ignorant. I don't know, this kind of people, so they actually have university certificates to prove that they went to school. Is this, look, I can't understand this. This is why I'm saying this man is so ignorant. What are you telling me? What this man is saying, I can't even comprehend what he's saying. That the battle that people fought to claim their land is compared to the battle they fought in the name of a god to kill people. It's true. Kingdoms have fought kingdoms. Kingdoms have fought kingdoms. What were they fighting for? It has happened everywhere in history. It has happened all over the continent. The people in America now, they know that land is not for them. They fought some people there to get it. The British, the people in the British right now, they were not the ones occupying that land. They fought people to claim that land. It happened all over history. So if the Ashantis were fighting the Northerners, it was over a land. They wanted to claim the land. And that was the norm of that time. When did you ever hear that the Ashantis went to the northern region and told them that we have a boss and the name of the boss is Antwa? Because you Northerners have refused to accept this boss, we are coming to kill you. This is a simple question. Yes, Africa, we fought over lands because that was the norm of the day. Even till today, people are fighting over lands. But we are not fighting each other. I can't come to your home and say, hey, I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that Jesus is the Son and He's God. And you don't believe it, so I'm coming to kill you. You cannot come to my home and say because you don't accept Muhammad as a messenger, I'm coming to kill you. That is stupidity. When we battle over a land, we are battling over a land. A religious battle is a useless battle. So what are you saying? And you said you are educated. No one will deny that fact. That yes, we fought over lands. And so, I said we were not killing each other because of our beliefs. There is nowhere an Ashanti man goes to Volta and the Voltarians tell them, you have to come and accept Nogokpo before we allow you to stay in Volta. No. They are Ashanti priests living in Volta, serving their own Ashanti waters. Likewise, they are Voltarian priests in the Ashanti kingdom, serving their own Voltarian gods. They don't fight each other over their belief system. Please, fighting over a land is different from fighting over a belief system. My brother, you need education. This morning, I have taken my time and I'm giving it to you free of charge. You went to Legon, level 300, to do history. It's a wrong history. Come and let me give you the history.
How was it? Yes, and 12 fought them. Blood was shed. Properties and lives were lost. Ashanti kingdom, Ashanti throne at this moment. And the Ashantis themselves fought to defend their what? Kingdom. They shed blood. Properties and lives were lost. In the name of what? Proclaiming their tradition and their...
He keeps repeating this thing. I said they were not fighting to... Aya Santua did not fight to proclaim her tradition. The battle was not a traditional battle. It was a land battle. It was a kingdom battle. They were in their kingdom and foreigners came to take over and they fought them. They did not fight the foreigners because they told the foreigners, come and wear kente, and they said they will not wear. They did not fight the foreigners because they were doing female genital mutilation and the foreigners said we will not do. That was not why they fought the foreigners. That is what your head should tell you. Please, someone said they want to join. I'm pasting the link. If you think what I'm saying does not make sense, I have, very soon we'll be live on Kingdom TV. So I have over about 10 minutes. I'll end this video. Chip Chap, let me pause this man for a while and let's do our own discussion. Chip Chap, if you are I want to add you. Yeah, Chip Chap, I can hear you loud and clear. Please, anyone who wants to join, please join in. I have about 10-15 minutes. I want to go off because we'll be live on Kingdom very soon. So, Chip Chap, I'm listening to you.
Thank you very much, and thanks for everybody who is here to listen to wisdom. In fact, you've really spoken a lot, and you have really made a lot of sense. Listening to this Malam or what, in fact, I don't know. So when all these Muslims are listening to their sheikhs now, they will be shouting, "MashaAllah, you did well," this and that. I don't know where I don't know whether they used to sit on their brain and use what to listen to their sheikhs. I don't know. The Malam saying all these things, it's just out of coverage area. Yes, they went to school, but the school they went, when they were learning, the Quran has also eaten their brains. So they don't even learn properly. They said they went to learn history or what. They didn't learn anything. Livestone, I want you to put this verse on the screen. We will read it. Quran chapter 8, verse 11 going. Just put it. Now, this Quran chapter 8, verse 11 going. Yeah, we'll read it together. These people just want to justify everything. He said Islam is a religion of peace. Muhammad is the man of peace, this and that. How can a powerful God who can do everything still watch for his people, the so-called believers, to kill people just because of monotheism? Somebody sitting somewhere said that I believe in many gods. I don't believe in one God or something like that. He has not hurt you. He has not killed you. Just that he said he believed in many gods. What is your problem? Going to kill that person. Just that the person is not saying La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, that Allah is the one true God and Muhammad is his messenger. Just that the person is not saying that. He has not caused any harm on this world. And a powerful Allah is telling the believers to go and kill them. And you said because it is written that God said, you justify it. You see nothing wrong with this one. Before we read this verse that I gave out, let's read Quran chapter 10. This one, I'll read it here. Quran chapter 10, verse 99 to 100. This verse, I'll keep on reading it every day and see what this God is trying to tell us. Quran chapter 10, verse 99. He said, and your God, O Muhammad, had he wanted all the people on earth, would have totally become believers. So Muhammad, do you compel the people to become believers? Look at what Allah is saying, and your God, and your God, Muhammad.
A minute.
Yeah.
Let me read to the people. It's on the screen, but I can still read to them.
Okay.
Quran 10:99 says this: had your Lord willed, everyone on earth would have believed. Listen, have your Lord willed, everyone on earth will have believed. Will you compel people to become believers? That is a question. And verse 100 said, no soul can believe except by Allah's leave. And he lays this grace upon those who refuse to understand.
Okay.
So, what is even said here? Meaning, that is why I said that Islam Quraysh war is a useless war. Because the Almighty Allah has got ways of settling this war. If he had willed, all the Quraysh people would have accepted what Muhammad brought.
Yes.
But because the God was bloodthirsty and wanted them to share blood, he himself did not will that the people believe, so that they go to war and kill them. My brother, continue.
You see, so a powerful God saying that if you want, you would have made all the people on this earth to become believers. So what prevented you from making everybody to be believers, so that all these wars would have cancelled? So you are comfortable, you feel happy when there is war in this world, or what? That God, we are questioning that God. You feel comfortable, you feel happy when there is war, because you stated clearly that if you have willed, you could have let all this the people on this world to be believers. Now you are asking Muhammad that would you compel the people to be believers? Now telling somebody to believe that there is only one Allah and Muhammad is the messenger. If not, I will kill you. Is it not compelling people? Is it not by force?
It's force.
So yeah, it's by force. So after this verse, let's now read that Quran chapter 8, verse 11 going. You see what this Allah is all about. We are telling all the people, this Allah is not the one who created everything. I'm telling people. Why?
No, Quran
everyday war. Quran chapter 8, Surah Al-Anfal, verse 11. Going, let's read it. Okay, go on.
He made drowsiness overcome you as a security from him. And he sent down upon you water from the sky to cleanse you with it, and to rid you of Satan's pollution, and to fortify your heart, and to strengthen your foothold. Verse 12.
Let's go to 12. Yeah.
Your Lord inspired the angels. I'm with you. So support those who believe. I will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve. So strike above the necks and strike off every fingertip of theirs. Verse 13.
Okay.
That is because
You see that verse 12. Look at what Allah is saying. I will cause terror.
I'm with you. So support those who believe and accept it. I will cast terror into the hearts of those who believe. So strike them above their neck. Meaning you can strike them if you have a stick or anything. Strike them above their necks. Is that not killing? And strike off every fingertip of theirs.
Okay. And remember, Quran chapter 10, verse 99 is saying that if Allah willed, He could have made all the people on earth to become believers. You didn't make that. Now you are telling the believers to go and kill the believers. Meanwhile, you are also saying that you will cast terror into their hearts. So it's whose fault? You see? So let's continue. Verse 13 going. You see what Allah is saying. Continue.
So verse 13, let's see. That is because they opposed Allah and His messenger. Whoever opposes Allah and His messenger, Allah is severe in retribution. Verse 14, here is it. So test it. For the disbelievers, there is the suffering of the fire.
Let's continue.
Verse 15, oh, you who believe, when you meet those who believe on the march, never turn your backs on them.
Okay.
Anyone who turns his back on them on that day, except while maneuvering for battle or to join another group, has incurred wrath from Allah, and his abode is hell. What miserable destination. What a miserable destination. Verse 17. It was not you who killed them, but it was Allah who killed them. And it was not you who launched when you launched, but it was Allah who launched, that He may bestow upon the believers an excellent reward. Allah is hearing and knowing.
You see what Allah is saying? Now you are commanding the believers to go and kill the believers. Now they have killed them. They have caused many disaster. Now you see what Allah is saying. He said you did not kill them, but it was me, Allah, who killed them. He is doing this in order to give you reward. Look at this. So Allah is commanding you, the believer, to go and kill the believer so that He will give you reward. So I don't just understand this Allah. People have killed other people, disbelievers. You are saying that no, they did not kill them, but it was you, Allah. But we didn't see you, Allah, holding knife or holding something to kill somebody. You see all the lies, and you come and tell us that you could have made everybody to be believer.
Chap, Fragrance was here. He's gone again. I don't know why. I thought he wanted to come and say something. I know they'll come and defend. So that
he will come.
Let's continue. So according to even these verses, you see, Allah permits the believers to go and kill the unbelievers. And even after they have done that, it is He, Allah, who killed them, not the believers. So Allah has taken it upon Himself that whenever you kill an unbeliever, you are killing because Allah killed the person.
Yes.
So when I go right now and I kill an unbeliever, means that Allah killed the unbeliever, right?
Allah killed the unbeliever. And Allah is doing that in order to give you, the believer, a reward.
And you are telling me this is a peaceful religion, right?
This is not a peaceful. This is not peaceful.
It's not like we intentionally want to attack the religion, but I'm a free thinker. I'm a researcher and I'm a truth seeker. I want truth. So in case I want to be a Muslim, I have to make sure everything in the book makes sense to me.
Yeah.
For me, these verses does not make sense. That is why I am still checking the Quran day in, day out. And remember, even if I don't believe the Quran, it is because your Allah has made it so. Because when you read Quran chapter 14 verse 4, it is stated clearly there that it is only Allah who can mislead or guide you to understand the messenger or the words of the messenger. So if I don't believe and I don't accept,
it's not your fault.
It's not my fault. Allah has made it so.
Yeah.
So why come and kill me? Why would the God who has made me to be a disbeliever again send people to come and kill me in the name of disbelieving?
It doesn't make sense. He was comparing all these wars to Yas and Twa war. This one even weak me. I don't understand. How can you compare all these wars to Yas and Twa war? Yas and Twa was not fighting for any god. You understand? She was protecting her land from invaders. Meanwhile, this prophet was fighting for an all-powerful God who created everything. Just because we don't believe that he is the one true creator or what? Meanwhile, I have not seen that creator before. You are forcing me to believe. Okay, believing that Allah is the one true God, believing Muhammad is the messenger. What will this do to me? It doesn't fix economy. It doesn't do anything.
Listen, Chip. My problem is this. The words that this guy was using to address his points was the Badr War, the Uhu, and the Trench War. This was no wars that Arabia was fighting with any other country.
No.
The Arabia was not fighting Africans. They were not fighting the Romans. They were not fighting the Greeks. They were not even fighting the Israelites. They were fighting their own battle in the name of religion.
Yeah.
Because the Quraysh people served the 360 gods of Arabia that were in the Kaaba. And later on, Muhammad, being part of them, came and said, Lord, God has directed him again to come. So what prevented Allah from just sending Angel Gabriel to the Quraysh people and giving them this message that I am Allah, I sent Muhammad? Is the war not over? Is it not over? So our brother Fragrance is here. Fragrance, please, we are listening to you. What do you have for us?
Yeah, brother. Okay. Yeah, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear and see you.
Yeah. All right. Okay. My greetings to you, live GH, live Stone GH, and my greetings to my brother Chip Chap.
Okay.
Yeah, your program is a very nice program. Yeah, I've been listening to you for some time now, and I have to say that I really appreciate your program. Yeah, you are doing well.
Thank you.
My brother Chip Chap, if you are listening to me, please, when you finish, please message me on WhatsApp. We have something to discuss. Yeah. Okay, Livestone. You were playing the audio of the Malam, the video, and you were making some points from it.
Yeah.
And I have I want to make.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I can make my observation.
Okay.
Hello?
We are listening to you talk. Mind you,
Hello?
I have about just 5 minutes to go, so please sum it up quick.
Okay. You were saying that the man said, the Muslim man said, Yasantua fought to protect her religion or her tradition. And your explanation was that it wasn't so. Yasantua's war wasn't about her tradition, but she fought to protect her people.
Please.
Which makes sense perfectly.
Please, I did not say.
But
I said the man said. You did not watch the
video. Say that
the man said it.
The fight. So some of our ancestors fought each other for land.
Yeah.
To claim the Ashantis went to the north, like that was what was justifying, that was norm there. It was the norm at the time, so there's no problem. But fighting religious wars are useless. That was what you said. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I said. Religious wars are useless.
Okay, I'll make it snappy. I'll make it snappy.
Unfortunately, his network couldn't hold, and that is that. I want to end my program here. Presca Taylor, you are very late. You are very late. Do share the program and please do tag the man for me. Chip Chap, any wrap up before we end the program?
Yeah. I'm telling everybody to be open-minded. Anything we see or read, let's read it with our brain. Look, I saw something that a Nigerian singer blasphemed against Prophet Muhammad
Yeah,
or what. I
and they
don't
are
know whether you
sentenced
see
him
that
to
one.
death. It's true.
Yeah, they are
They are
sentenced him
sentenced
to
him to
death.
death.
Yesterday, I saw one comment, one Nigerian Muslim. Look at what he said. He said, I too support death penalty for blasphemy, no matter who is the victim. The dignity of Prophet Muhammad is above any human on earth. And to protect that dignity, I can sacrifice my soul, my wealth, my parents, my wife, and my children for him. You see how the mentality of black people is. Because of somebody, you can even sacrifice your parents.
Do you know what the guy did? Huh?
I didn't even listen to that. I have not listened to the song yet. I don't
what the
know.
guy did? The guy sang a song, and in the song, he was praising another imam. Listen, the guy is not even an anti-Muslim. He's a Muslim. In his song, he was praising another imam. And the Muslim community feels like he has exalted the imam above the prophet.
Oh,
This is a blasphemy.
what a
The
pity.
guy did not talk against the prophet, nor spoke against Allah. His music was not against, but his music was him trying to praise another imam, and they said he has exalted the imam above the prophet. So it's blasphemy.
You see,
This is the whole
that's
thing. This
why
is
every day we keep saying that Ghanaians, we have to be extra careful. You see what they are doing in Nigeria? It will soon reach Ghana. They will bring all these their Sharia laws in Ghana, and it will be very, very sad. It will be sad. So my people, we have to be extra careful. This job we are doing is not an easy job, but I think it's gradual process. It shall be well. Lifestone, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Chip Chap. It's 12:44 p.m. Ghanaian time. Very soon we'll be live on Kingdom TV, Kingdom FM, on Facebook. Abraham Moshe will be there to continue the time with Common Sense Family. We are spreading knowledge. We are spreading wisdom. You see, we are not telling you to accept all the things that we are saying. We are not forcing you. We said, listen to it and make a decision. There were things in your Bible, there were things in your Quran you never thought was there. This time we are talking about it. So you now have the opportunity to go there yourself and read it and understand. This is what the time with the Common Sense Family is all about. Because we want you to use your brain to analyze situations so that you can be a better person in society. If you have a God who wrote a commandment and told you thou shalt not kill, and that same God brought another law and told you when your son is disobedient, kill him, then we are asking you to use your brain to think about it. That is what common sense is about. So we use your own holy books to disprove your claims. So join us at exactly 1 p.m. Common Sense Family on Kingdom. So, sorry, I think my internet went off again. So that is it. Please do well and follow all our pages. You can follow Samson Seto Kwabna SSK on Facebook and YouTube. You can follow Chronicles of Abraham Ben Moshe on Facebook. You can follow Common Sense Family on YouTube. My page is the African Youth Empowerment. I'm also on Back to My Root page. You can follow our brother from Nigeria, Ijele Space. That guy is like an encyclopedia. He has history in his head. You can follow our Nigerian brother, Eze, the Woke Shad, the Woke Nation on Facebook. You can follow Sankofa Nokore on Otimo Finisher page. You can follow Chip Chap on the New Generation TV. Please, we are not trying to fight our religious brothers. We are learning to educate each other for the progress of our country. My fight is not with you. Shaibu Ibrahim, I did not come here to fight you. I came here to battle your message. So if you have anything, battle the message. But if you feel free to come and attack me too, I give you the permission to do so. I don't care about that. But when you come and you lie to people, I'll come and talk about it. So please, don't compare Muhammad slaughtering people in the Quran to Jesus in the Bible. And don't compare the war fought between two Arabian tribes to Yasantua fighting colonizers from taking her land. Never do that mistake. Because when you do, we will come again. Thank you very much. I see someone have joined, but unfortunately my time is up. So, till we meet again, big ups to Sister Focus, Nane Free Prescatela, Wisdom Edum, I see you, Obapa Salsa, Chip Chap, Fragrance, I see you. Everybody that came to the show, I love everybody. CSF for life. We'll continue spreading wisdom. Thank you. Let's all go to Kingdom and watch what Abraham Ben Moshe has for us today. Till we meet again. Bye.